का सर का एक webinar है। A very good afternoon and a warm welcome to everyone. I am Anand and I'll be the moderator for this session. Today we have our session in association with IDA for Medical Legal Education series, for which we have our expert, Advocate Dr. Arun Mishra, who will be talking more about professional indemnities and medical legal aspects in dentistry. So here we welcome him and I rest it over him. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Anand. And warm welcome on behalf of IDA for yet another knowledge sharing session. Friends, you all will agree with me that medical law is utmost important in our country at this particular junction in today's scenario. It's my experience. I'm in this line from last 16 years plus. I was a doctor. I surrendered my medical registration for fraternity. I opted for law registration. And now I'm practicing advocate in Supreme Court and High Court with thousands of advocates working for us across the country, specialized in medical law. Friends, with my experience of handling 16,000 issues across the country, today I really say with our conviction that today is a need of a knowledge of medical law. I say so because earlier, my experience that dentists were safe. But last 3 years, my experience with the dental people and medical law is different. In last 3 years, I have got a majority of cases in relation to dentistry. Dentistry has grown very fast in our country. What were a dentistry earlier and what today is absolutely a different domain altogether. I say so because the cosmetically dentist has grown very widely. People are much concerned about their cosmetic appearance. And that's the reason now majority of the procedure which my dental surgeon does are in relation to the cosmetic domain. And this change is welcomed. But with the change, the people who pay a huge amount for implant, people who pay for bridge, people who pay for cleaning of the tooth, people who pay for bridges or any other treatment including RCT are aware about their remedies also. And they expect 100% result per se. And if you don't get, naturally, it impact in litigation. And that was the reason why in recent past, I have seen I'm audible. Can
Yes, sir. You're clearly audible, sir.
Dr. Lakshmi is saying audibility is less. Well, so dentistry has grown in respect to a cosmetic domain, which leaded today is a lots of litigation. But one thing, let me share you with very honestly, with all responsibility, with my experience of handling 16,000 odd issues in country, today I say that law is really good for the doctor in our country. I'll repeat my word. Law is very good for doctors in this country if they know it. But the worst part that we people are so much busy in our own domain that we never ever thought of upgrading our knowledge in the law. And that's the reason why sufferings are there. And friend, the Bhagavan Gautam Buddha has very categorically clearly said, ignorance is the cause of suffering. And if you want to cease the suffering, replace ignorance with the knowledge. And you will never suffer. Looking to that, the IDA always stood for their doctors. And IDA has thought of going for knowledge share session for their doctors so that they can really educate them in a field which is absolutely vacuumous to them so that they can protect themselves. I have been given opportunity to share my experience here. Friend, I will try my level best to really make you understand the law in a very simple manner. Believe me, once you understand the law, the fear of everything will goes away. Because I'm going to talk the practical aspect of the law today. In our country, we have got three types of liability when it comes to the doctor. One is a criminal liability in a medical negligence case. Second is a civil liability in medical negligence case. And third is a liability of dental council, where we are registered with. All the three are a body which looks after medical negligence. I'm not talking about human rights. I'm not here to speak about other domain, but the major domain, the three domain, which we need to understand with their differences. Friends, when I talk about criminal liability, yes, the fear of law,
I request you everyone to be on hold. I suppose there is some technical glitch. We shall have sir back in a while. Thank you. Uh, we are so sorry. There's been some technical glitch. We shall have sir back in a while. Thank you.
corruption. So I was talking about criminal liability per se, and my experience says there is no question of worrying when there is a question of criminality comes under the domain of medical law. As I was sharing, when there is no law available in the country in respect to the same, any judgment given by apex court becomes the law. And in respect to the same, Honorable Supreme Court in 2005 have given one landmark judgment, which stands today also true after 16 years' time, is in Jacob Matthew case, where they have very clearly mentioned that till the time government forms some law, this is going to be the guidelines. And in that particular judgment, the complete protection and a shield has been given to the doctor for any criminal liability. Friend, this particular judgment says the medical science is a complex science, and complexity of the same is beyond imagination of medical practice now. Hence, medical accident, even in the form of death, doctor must not be held responsible. So beautiful judgment. But with a rider, if due care has been given, further to the same, there is a clear-cut guidelines found by the Honorable Supreme Court. While forming a guideline, Honorable Supreme Court very clearly said that judges are not a doctor, advocates are not a doctor, police officers are not a doctor. So for adjudicating the case of medical negligence when it comes to criminal liability, matter must be referred to expert for opinion. So what happens in any death cases or any medical cases, police has got only limitation to collect the evidence, take the statements, take a medical paper, take a medical records, and they refer it to experts in the field of dentistry, who being a doctor understand the medical terminology, and they opine on the basis of paper in front of them. And my experience is in majority of a common opinion comes proper and sufficient treatment given. So friends, when they give such opinion, file automatically get closed. Furtherance to the same judgment says to fasten criminal liability, medical negligence must be in the form of gross. Means in simple negligence, the consumer 4 eyes there. Gross means which can be seen by eyes. We left mop inside, scissor inside. That can lead to a gross medical negligence. So medical negligence must be in such a form that it attracts criminal liability. But if you ask me, 95% plus cases in our medical practice comes under the domain of simple negligence. Friend, it's very common to make an allegation on doctor, but it's too difficult to prove the allegation. So in such a scenario, when our country, the criminal liability is based on Evidence Act, where the conviction rate is 13 to 14% maximum, rapist and murderer get acquitted because of the lack of evidence. We being a white collar people understand that how we are going to get convicted. So don't get feared with any notices. Don't get feared with any call of police or any aggressiveness shown by the complainant or litigant. I have handled lots of death cases in dentistry. I've got 2-3 cases where local anesthesia led to anaphylactoid reaction and patient died. In all the cases when I got a call from dentist people or dentistry doctor or doctor with whom such as things has happened, only thing I guided that make a proper medical record. You need to focus on a due care Due care means what? The recitation what you have done in your clinic, or if you shifted a patient in ambulance or any vehicle to the nearby center, have doctors accompanied to take care at a particular time in traveling and hand it over to the doctor till the time your responsibilities are going to be there. If that has been done and due care has been given, you get a benefit of that. So you need to do a proper recitation of the patient in any given scenario situation, because law expects that. What law says? If we are not concerned about medical accident because you are not a god, but yes, being an expertise doctor in the field, we expect that you recognize the complication and treat the same. I've got a death case of very famous case in Mumbai where 4-year child was given anesthesia, was being given a treatment in OPD center under GA. It's a 4 years back case, 5 years back case, and Bachu died. In all death cases, I have seen and personally handled and found that no immediate arrest. There was a case, definitely gone to the police station, but then police has got their own limitation in such a cases. So never ever get worried in criminal liability. Criminal liability, I'll just give in one-liner. The IPC section governs that. Indian Penal Code 336 and 337 talks about simple injury with a treatment where patient is alive. 338 talks about grievous injury, which is normally can attract in our cases, because grievous injury definition very clearly says loss of organ or a fracture. Being a tooth can be said to be organ, broken tooth or anything relation to tooth definitely goes to grievous injury. Where patient is alive, when patient is already died, the 304A, very simple section, which applies to driver also, who done an accident without any intention and death has happened, and they get a bail immediately, like in Salman Khan's case or in Gopinath Munde's case. Same section applies to the doctor, causing a death without intention with a negligent act. 2 years punishment, bailable offense, nothing happened to my doctor. End of the day, my doctor wins the case. Another section which has been nowadays been found to be commonly used in various cases is 304 plain. Now, what is this 304 plain says? Causing a death without intention, with the knowledge that particular thing can lead to death. The with the knowledge, the word with the knowledge plays a vital role, player friend. Now, with the knowledge means if I have got a knowledge of something that it can lead to death and death has happened, then I become responsible for the same, like drunk and drive. Knowing that I am in influence of alcohol and I dash someone and patient died or person dies, then it comes under the knowledge and it become non-bailable offense, 10 years punishment. Friend, let me give you a few examples to make you understand what I mean by the knowledge component. It has been very commonly seen in my practice across the country. I found that in spite of all the knowledge which my dental surgeon has got during academic year, when it comes to their private practice, I don't know why they overlook all that or ignore all that. Like, if at all patient gives a history of no diabetes or non-diabetic in any procedure, my doctor never ever take a pain to do SGT, never keep glucometer in their clinic. It takes hardly few seconds to test it and to confirm it that patient is diabetic or not. Patient don't say the right thing to you because they wanted to have a treatment. Not only that, even to the extent they lie to the doctor when the question of hypertension comes and when they are in pain. They will never say that they are under hypertensive drug or a blood thinner or having a blood pressure. But my doctor never ever used blood pressure machine to confirm the same. I don't know how much time they are going to waste in that, but this is the common experience of mine. And that comes under the knowledge. This comes under the knowledge. Like I was having a case where tooth extraction was done by doctor. Patient was diabetic, given a false history. Next day came with the severe pain and swelling, which got exaggerated. Patient was shifted to hospital, went in septicemia, and after septicemia, ultimate death. Now this comes under the knowledge component. The doctor was having a knowledge that patient has got diabetes. Without controlling the diabetes, is proceedings in dentistry from southern side, where tooth treatment, including the extraction of tooth, was done. Bleeding of the patient not stopped. Patient got admitted to the hospital, and there was because of the treatment done by the doctor, but later found that patient was under blood thinner, which was not disclosed. Not only that, but there are possibilities of blood disease, which we never ever take pain to do a profile of the patient. We don't do VTCT. We don't do clottings. We don't have any idea about the disease in a patient. But whenever you are doing any procedure, some precaution need to be taken by the doctor. Friend, these all comes under the knowledge component. Not taking proper fitness when you are treating or giving some procedure to elderly patient with no history of ISD and DM. And if something goes wrong, I've got a cases that I'm sharing. There was a case of dental surgeon which came to me where he has extracted a tooth of 75 plus year, a patient. Yes, very concerned. He sent the patient for the fitness, but patient, instead of going to cardiologist, went to a general practitioner, is a family physician, was a BMS or BHMS doctor, who has just given fitness on letterhead, mentioning that patient was having a history of ISD. And fitness was only given on the basis of the blood pressure recorded on that time, pulse recorded on that time. Are you going to be saved by such a fitnesses? The question in a court of law. Friends, criminal liabilities are definitely avoided if at all we take little precaution during our medical practice, which is utmost important, friend. If you are little conscious in the practice, no criminal liability can really be troublesome to you. Even in the case of death on a table, believe me, my friend, law is truly good for you. I just share one judgment, but there are multiple judgments which protect you from all sort of such issues, and you are protected. We are not having a medical law idea, but CRPC, the Criminal Procedure Code, has got a huge procedure aspect, various sections, which has been defined under the Act, which need to be followed by the police officer for sending notices on various sections, are going to protect you a lot. I'm not going to go detail about IPC and CRPC and Evidence Act, other thing. If you are really interested in knowing all this, you can go on website of Doctors Risk Medical Legal Services, or you can go on YouTube. You can put Advocate Dr. Arun Mishra. You can put Dr. Arun Mishra. You can put Advocate Arun Mishra. You can put Doctors Risk Medical Legal Services. Lots of talk sessions which I have taken across the country in thousands for every pathy, every specialty, with every topic will be there. You can download, you can upgrade your knowledge. I've spoken a lot about MLCs in that. Today I may not take MLC, which is a very important topic for dentistry, medical legal complaint. I've already taken for Dr. Ashok Doble's request on IDA head office webinar for that. That video may be there for 1 hour. I've spoken on consent, I have spoken on medical record, I've spoken on every topic. But today I'm just going to give you the basic ideas about the medical law so that you feel comfortable while doing a practice. My aim and ambition is to just make you confident in your practices. Just removing the fear from your mind. Friends, criminal liability, yes, it is there, but don't get deterred with the word. Don't get feared with the people if they call for any of issues what you're going to have. So rest assured, nothing is going to happen to you. You are absolutely clear by the law of the land. So not to worry. So never worry with the criminal liability, friend. When I talk about civil liability is in the form of civil code. There is two types of liability. One, under the consumer fora, where the compensation is the penalty. The money is a penalty. And second is under the law of torts under civil court again, where if at all some people fail to file a case within 2 years of limitation period as per the CPA, can approach civil court. And so we will understand about civil liability. Prior to civil liability, let me give a little idea about the medical council liability in 2 minutes. The dental council liabilities are still another liability on every dentistry or every dental people. The three types of punishment which every dental council ethical body has got to give to their people. One is a warning. They can warn you if from next time you don't do that. Second is a suspension of your registration for 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 10 days. Or third, removing your name from the register, that is permanent removal of name. Friend, not to worry. Permanent removal is next to impossible because it is a professional death penalty which is used in the rarest to rare case. So if at all someone threaten you that your name is going to remove from the register, don't ever get frightened, because it happens only in moral turpitude cases, like you are indulged with a sexual offense with your patient and patient has filed a case against you and you got convicted, then yes, that is a heinous crime. Dental council can take a harsh step for removing your name. But on all other cases, it could be 1 day suspension, 5 day suspension, 7 day suspension, means that time you are not allowed to practice. But it is also very, very rare. Warning is a very common thing. I'll give one example to make you understand why I'm saying so. This case came to me when a patient approached this dental surgeon, BDS, with a pain in tooth. Doctor has given antibiotic and painkiller. Next day again approached a doctor. This patient came back to the doctor with a severe toothache. Severe toothache. Doctor again said, wait for a few days, but the pain was so severe that patient wanted to get rid of the same. And patient has insisted doctor to remove the tooth. To give an immediate relief, even doctor thought of going ahead. The history given by the patient of non-diabetic, non-hypertensive, made doctor to proceed for the procedure. After tooth removal, patient went home, came again with profuse bleeding. Doctor has done a packing, again sent home. Again, after some time, patient came as bleeding was not stopped. Around 9:30, 10 o'clock at late night, doctor has called orthodontist, a friend of his, who arrived to the clinic. She immediately asked the dental surgeon, have you taken a blood pressure? The dental surgeon said no. Then she asked for the blood pressure instrument, which was not available in clinic. They went to some neighbor doctor, brought the BP instrument, and BP was checked. And that time it was found 220, 140 or 220, 160 like that. Very high blood pressure. And that was the reason of bleeding to that patient. No suture material available in the clinic. Ultimately, patient was admitted in a hospital. Midnight, 3 o'clock, after control of blood pressure, the suturing was done. Doctor was threatened by the patient. Patient has filed multiple cases against the doctor, and it has also gone to dental council when this case came to me. Well, we have handled that, and he was just given a warning and left off. But friend, such a mistakes, I always request to my dental surgeon, try to avoid all this, because it is not only going to lose your confidence, but also reputation. In today's world, defamation is very common. Social media defamation is very common. People are there to file a case for every sort of thing. Being in cosmetic domain, they pay heavy. They expect an immediate result from you. And the worst part is a rivalry in our profession. The professional rivalry. I don't know why this is the commonest thing I found in, especially in dentistry. It's in every field, but more in dentistry field. I remember one case where this doctor was treating our whole Agri family, a community. Let us see, one patient came. Doctor was treating that particular patient. Implant was done. In a follow-up time, probably doctor was not there or some problem happened. Incidentally, coincidentally, this particular patient went to some other doctor, a dentistry, and that doctor has done his job, spoken all negative about the earlier treatment, removed that implant, thrown away, said that it is a duplicate, it is substandard, quoted a good amount of money for the treatment. This whole community went to this particular doctor, where doctor said, doctor definitely defended himself, again given a good implant, even with a fear of life, he has paid for the treatment. He's spoken to the other dentist. But in that scenario also, the other dentist was not cordial with this dentist. I don't know what rivalry. Taken the money, but this does not stop here. Now this patient lost the trust on first doctor. So this patient referred by some other patient who was 2 years back treated by the doctor, who again shown her treatment to this doctor. 2 years, nothing happened. She was absolutely comfortable with the tooth. There was no complaint, but only because she lost the trust. She has shown her to this doctor, and this doctor again told the screw which was used to fit that particular tooth is a screw which is available in hardware. Removed in a good tooth. I don't know what he removed, what he is given to the patient, but since the second doctor has won the trust of that patient, because of this, they came and there was a violence against the first doctor when this matter came to me. Well, we have handled, but this is the commonest thing which is there. And for the purpose of the same, I always say that you need to protect yourself by your own. And any silly mistake or a simple mistake is going to trouble you a lot. Not in a criminal liability, not in a medical council liability, but yes, in a consumer fora. Because in consumer fora, even simple medical negligence case is entertained by the court. And worst part, friend, the new CPA Act 2019, Rules 2020, which is already implemented in our country, is a very different law in compared to Consumer Protection Act 1986. And today, this law is going to be really troublesome for the doctor because it covers medical practitioner under them. And the major changes which has been brought under the law, I just wish to inform you. One, the domain of complainant. Now, new law says that complainant can file a complaint where he reside or work for gain. Means a patient at Metro City, maybe of Bihar or UP or Punjab, came to you for the treatment, have got all opportunity to file a case in Bihar or UP and Punjab. Means you need to have an advocate across the country now to defend and protect yourself. So cases are going to be in across country. Second, the pecuniary jurisdiction. Earlier, the district court was smaller, Mysore district, Pune district, the district places were empowered to handle the cases of 20 lakhs compensation. Now they are empowered to take a case of 1 crore. And that to be the word used under Act, consideration paid up to 1 crore means, if you ask me as a lawyer, 99% cases are going to go to the lower court only or consumer forum only, which is a different domain altogether. Due to COVID, we are safeguarded, but down the line, 2 or 3 years, you are going to see lots of cases against the doctor, including dentistry in a consumer forum. And the worst part, after the judgment of AMRI, where the 11 crore compensation was given in a case of medical negligence, the Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court has observed that human life cannot be compensated with any amount. New CPA Act 2019 rules 2020 has included mental harassment, mental torture, legal fees, loss of companionship as a ground of a compensation. So advocates are going to write whatever comes in their mind. I am getting a cases of 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs in dentistry cases. In all other cases, it is 28 crores and 30 crores, 10 crores in all other specialty in pathy. But in dentistry, I have started getting a cases of 40 lakhs plus also. So upper level has gone. It is immaterial that what court is going to give. But advocate do file a huge compensation amount. I've got a case very latestly of only tooth extraction where root remained because it was curved inside, been filed by the patient for 10 lakh compensation. So naturally, the CPA Act is going to be little problematic, but defense definitely we have got is to maintain our medical record, because that is again in a part and parcel of our defense in any court of law. Friend, another chapter which is added in this is advertisement chapter. Why I say this is the different law together, because in dentistry, if you got a chain clinic, or if you are doing a cosmetic practice, more of cosmetic practice, majority of dentists are dependent on advertisement. It could be social media advertisement, it could be a print media advertisement, it could be any types of advertisement. And now the new act governs all this. And CPA Act 2019 and 20 says that any misleading advertisement or misrepresentation or alluring attract huge penalty, which could be 10 lakhs or 50 lakhs, including 2 years punishment of jail. And worst part, friend, now the new law says that any person can complain. It need not be, may not be your patient. So even the third person who sees your advertisement can file a complaint if we feel that this is misrepresenting. Even the endorser, before and after photo, what we put, smiles of same patient, they are said to be endorser. And endorser are also liable for the penalties and punishment. So new laws are different, friend, and for the purpose of the same, we really need to think of defenses part. So let me talk about some defenses to you. In my experience of handling medical legal cases, I always say there's a 5 major defenses, which if my medical practitioner follow, will have a peaceful time in their life. And that the first and very important and very crucial is medical record maintenance. You need to really be cautious with the document which you are preparing for your patient. because written prevails over oral. So anything in writing has got a value. So you need not have to depend on the oral. So everything you explain to the patient must be put in writing. In dentistry, since 90%, 95, 99% things are on OPD basis or daycare center basis, the 5 major paper which you all need to remember, you do call a patient, the registration form, you follow continuation sheet, you do take a signature on a consent form for before any procedure, you do give summaries many of the time if patient demand, discharge summary or summary of treatment, and a very crucial paper, 5th is your OPD paper, a prescription paper which goes with the patient outside your clinic. These all 5 papers are a very crucial paper, very crucial medical record, which you need to be absolutely conscious about. Whatever you're writing on the paper is going to be a word which is going to be interpreted in a court of law. So you have to be very cautious while writing anything in that. I'll give an example. If you have said no allergy, no history of allergy, some differences to speak in court of law. Even if allergy happened to the patient, because you're not a god, you're going to believe on a patient. So now allergy cannot be tested every moment. That can save you. So what you write is going to play a vital role. And the important paper is a consent paper. Implied consent, okay, I agree with. When patient come to your clinic, they have already given oral consent known as implied consent. But that is suffice when you give treatment. But the moment you touch a body of the patient for any procedure aspect, you need to have an express consent, which is known as written consent. And in dentistry, 90% cases are of procedure. For treatment purpose, patient will go to medical store and take a medicine, will not come to you. So when you're doing a procedure, consent plays vital role, dear friend. So be careful with consent paper. On a consent, I have spoken for an hour. You can search my YouTube video and can get a knowledge from there. What are the things importantly needed in consent form? But to upgrade your knowledge, to make you aware, on 6th of July 2020, another judgment came from National Commission, Honorable National Commission, where they said the pre-printed consent form is high-headedness and arbitrariness of the hospital. So pre-printed consent form is unfair trade practice, is under deficiency. So friend, now your pre-printed form till the time Supreme Court comes with some judgment is not going to be accepted in a court of law. So be careful what you are doing in your practice. But if a consent form is good, you will be protected not only for the criminal liability, because IPC saves you a lot, but you will be protected for every laws in this country. Proper medical record is going to help you a lot. There was one case gone to the court of law where patient has got the complication of the treatment. It is not related to dentistry. It was related to a cosmetic domain where hair remover through laser was advised to the patient. On 8th or 9th sitting, the frequency of laser was increased by the doctor and it led to burn of the skin burn to the patient. Patient went to the court. But since the defense taken by the hospital and medical center, that patient was informed about the possible complication of laser treatment, which is been mentioned and she has signed, means the patient has accepted the treatment with all this, and court only on the basis of that has given a judgment in favor of a doctor. So your consent paper plays vital role. Yes, continuation sheet, because you do call a patient for root canal treatment very often. You do call your patient for implant or any other procedure very often. So every sitting is going to be important. But again, your paper should show a due care. Due care, I said, very, very crucial word. Due care means if you have recognized the complication, have you given a proper treatment? Like during root canal treatment, file slips and goes inside. I've got such a cases. Now you got to knowledge that if I don't remove the file, I don't inform the patient, this file can lead to perforation of intestine also. Recognizing that, doing immediate X-ray, CT scan, referring to gastro for endoscopy and removal of the file, all comes under due care. If file is broken into, knowing that this tooth is going to have an infection in future, 3 months, 6 months later, patient have to remove this tooth. Taking care at that particular time can help you a lot, friend. So lots of things do come in your practice which you can really avoid it, which comes under due care. The second difference, a very important difference, is a professional indemnity policy. For criminal liability, I said not to worry. For medical counsel liability, I said not to worry. But for consumer court liability, you need to worry because there is a penalty in the form of money. And only difference, a major difference, including the medical records, is to have a good professional indemnity policy. Because if at all court gives the compensation of 20 lakhs and you are not covered by professional indemnity policy, then you need to pay from your pocket. And if 10 cases come, then 2 crore you need to pay from your pocket. And in future, you will get lots of cases against every doctor. Now, for professional indemnity policy, it was 1991 policy. That time things were different. 2021 things are different. Earlier policy never used to cover cosmetic domain, but today in last 10 years, cosmetic has grown in dentistry. But still no indemnity policy covers the cosmetic domain except IDA policy. IDA are concerned about their doctor. We as a doctor's risk medical legal services get connected to them through Edelweiss. And we have defined and made a customized policy for IDA people. And you will surprised to listen that you have been offered in peanut amount one of the beautiful customized professional indemnity policy through IDA. Now this PI policy is all different from any policies available in the country. You will not find the feature which this policy has got. Like a feature of 1:1. Means if you got a policy of 50 lakhs, one case of 50 lakhs or 10 cases of 5 lakhs, everything is covered. This policy has got legal fees covered. So educate across the country, you need not have to pay from your pocket. This policy covers out of court settlement to safeguard your reputation. If it is indefensible case, the committee, if opinies that yes, we need to go for out of court settlement, insurance company do initiate the process and procedure. It is a cashless, means if at all any court gives the order against the doctor need not have to pay from their pocket. Insurance company pays directly to the claimant after the order of the court, which was not with any other policy. Yes, appeal. If insurance company feels that they need to appeal on order of lower court or a consumer fora, or doctor feel, the committee decide and they do go on appeal, where insurance company is ready to pay 50% amount which need to be deposited. The IDA professional indemnity policy do come with a phone consulting for your emergency service and saving. It do come with the medical legal services inbuilt in that. And various other features are there which you can read on a template which you may receive to understand about the PI policy. And if you ask me the price, friend, even I am surprised, but the offer which has been given to you is almost 60% discount, more than that from the rate prevailing in the market. Being a dental surgeon, you are not a physician. Friend, let me warn you, because this has came to me multiple times, that my doctor has been fooled by the agent or various other medical legal companies by offering them in a peanut amount the policy. But they are selling the policy of physician to my dental surgeon. Now, physician and surgeon is two different domain. Physician who only gives the treatment, does not do any procedure. Surgeon who does the procedure. Physician like MD medicine doctor, gastroenterologist, diabetologist, they don't do procedures, they don't do surgery. Surgeons like gynecologists, general surgeons, laparoscopic surgeons, you being a BDS, your own degree says that you are a bachelor in dental surgery. So why degrade yourself when you are when the law has made you surgeon? Feel proud that you are a surgeon. Treat yourself as a surgeon. You are a surgeon because you are involved 90% time in the procedures. So go for surgical policies, not a physician policy. Don't try to save money there, because in case of any procedure, insurance company will reject your claim only on the basis of premium paid by you. Now the premium. The normal premium, if you ask your agent, or if you got a policy today, go and check your policy, is 2% of insured value. Means if you got a policy of 1 crore, then 20,000 is a premium. If you got a policy of 50 lakhs, then 10,000 premium. But for you, ID has offered this in 60% discount, friend. Even the policy is available for the dentist surgeon in 1,800 rupees for 10 lakhs, which will be never been possible for individual doctor to offer. And if such a things are available for you, it is advised to you, protect yourself with a professional indemnity policy. And third major difference is having a medical legal services. Because major indemnity policy comes in a picture when case gets registered in court of law. But multiple time, my doctor never wanted that case should be registered against them. And being a medical legal service provider, let me proudly say, in last 16 years, out of 16,000 issues, not even 0.5% cases gone to the court of law, because pre-litigation support helps a lot of doctor. The moment you feel that it is a pre-litigant, call your medical legal service provider, audit your IPD paper, audit your OPD paper, audit your all condition sheet before it goes to patient or any authority. Answer your notices, if at all you have received, in such a way that it does not go into court of law. Reply to notices, even to the extent, many of the time, the material supplier sends you substandard material. Instrument supplier may not give AMC to you. In such a cases, the medical legal organization are there to give a piece to the doctor by sending a notices to these people also, which is included in your policy. Defamation, which is very common, is also been taken care by your medical legal service organization to send a notice to defamator and stop where you are losing your reputation. To moreover, recovery of your money, hard-earned money. It has been found that my doctor loses lakhs of rupees in a year, which is unpaid money by the patient. Check bounce, you don't go to educate. 5,000, 10,000 rupees not paid by the patient, you don't go to educate. But now, friend, when you have been protected, why not use it? For sending a notice to these people again has not been charged to you. So no hidden charges if you are covered by comprehensive medical legal services, which is also in peanut amount available to you. So make use of that. And have these two defenses ready for you. So three major defense: have a good medical record, have a good professional indemnity policy, have a good medical legal service policy. Fourth, medical law education. Today, I'm sure that you may be benefited by today's session. This is one of the session, but upgrading your medical law, we are determined to that. And being a medical legal supplier, services, we are sending a medical legal tips to all the doctor. upgrading their knowledge in updates with all latest judgment and all, which is going to make you understand the law in itself, and you can protect yourself. The confidence will build with the knowledge. So having a medical legal knowledge is another defense. And naturally communication, more you are good in communication with your colleagues, communication with your patients, suppliers, authorities, more you will be in peace. So 5 major defense: medical record keeping, having a good professional indemnity policy. We are blessed that IDAs negotiated for you and offered a great policy. Third, a medical legal service policy. Fourth, as your law education. And fifth is a communication. Friend, if you take care of all this, you can be a peaceful practitioner, you can be a confident practitioner, you can do whatever, because you are protected by the defenses. And the greatest plus point in your policy or PI policy, that it covers all types of cosmetic, which is never available in any policy. So when you are covered by cosmetic and you're doing cosmetic practice, you are protected, friend. So don't miss the opportunity. If you are interested in that, you can ask your IDA people for such a policy, they will guide you. You can ask the organizer, they will guide you. But my advice that before you see next patient in your clinic, please protect yourself. You don't know, the same patient can be troublesome to you. And the amount, not even 200 or 300 rupees a month I'm talking about. Not even 2 rupees or 3 rupees a day, where you charge a patient a lakhs of rupees for implant, investing on safety, a 2 rupees, 3 rupees a day. I don't think it is a hard bargain for you. Go for that, friend. Not only that, let me add on to something more to you. IDA is really concerned about their people. And IDA has found that in COVID scenario situation, majority of their dentists are in high risk because they cannot keep their clinic closed for longer time, because it is going to be a financial setback to them. 2 years, every dentist has suffered very badly. And for livelihood, they need to open their clinic. And you will agree with me that you need to go to very close to the patient, because you're treating patient inside the mouth. So there is no question of social distancing benefit available for you. And you are not aware that this patient which came to you is a COVID positive patient or negative patient. You don't do RT-PCR or antigen. You are not aware about the relative who come with the patient are exposed to COVID scenario situation or not. So when you are absolutely blind on this, and IDA has thought that their members are very, very important for them and their life is precious for them, and then the family member of the same is again precious, because if you carry the virus at home, high chances that your family member get exposed to this virus, or your paramedicals, your receptionist, your assistant, other people in a clinic who are also exposed to the virus can take their home the same virus. And then financial loss which you are going to have is going to be a great loss, with a peace of mind, thinking that they have also brought for you in a peanut amount a COVID policy, which is available for you in 800 and 1,000 rupees. My advice to you, that do invest on your paramedical staff. If you got a 5 staff, take 5 policies for them, because they are there to provide their services with all trust, with all risk ever. And if you show this gesture to their family, they will never forget you. Do take policy for your family member. Invest on that. Policy comes with lots of features. It gives home quarantine money also in the form of 10%. It gives you complete hospital expenses of 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees, or 5 lakh rupees, whatever has been opted. The policy available in 800 and 1000 rupees covers every possible thing, including the medical consultation for your patient or a policy holder, including the pre support system. Do, because your idea is doing a great job for you. So professional indemnity policy, if you got any query, medical legal issues, if you got any query, any question, if you got in relation to medical legal practice in your domain, or in relation to professional indemnity policy, I request you to put it in chat box, or you write to your organizer, or you can take my number and you can WhatsApp me. I am there to help you with all the answer. My number, I'm going to write in front of my name. You can take that number and you can also WhatsApp me. I'll definitely help you with the answer of your question. It reaches on WhatsApp or it reaches on my email. I'll definitely reply you so that you feel confident while doing a practice. So my email ID is wakil.arunmishra@gmail.com. My personal number is a helpline number is 9323446163, which is in below my name. You can write down. So you can ask me question, whatever you have in your mind, whenever you feel. To know more about this Corona policy, to know more about PI policy and how you can be a part of that, I invite Dr. Lakshmikant Yadav and Uday sir to brief you about the same and make you understand the process and procedure, how you are going to do, because it has been given and tied up with a complete wellness platform, which is available in a Play Store also, and there is a website link also. You can directly go to website and do the payment, or you can download the complete wellness platform from Play Store, download it, put your number, you will get OTP. Once you are on a platform, click on medical insurance, and then you can take a benefit of the policy purchase. Will take over and help you to understand everything. So Dr. Lakshmikant, please take over the mic, and thanks all the delegates, thank IDA member for such a time which is given to me to share my experiences. Dr. Lakshmikant, you are muted. You can open your mic. Dr. Lakshmikant, you can unmute yourself and take the charge. Dr. Lakshmi, can you hear me? Unmute yourself and go ahead.
Yeah. Now the host has allowed me to unmute myself. I was just struggling to. So hope now I'm audible, sir. Hello. Good evening.
Yes, Dr. Lakshmikant, you're audible.
Yeah. You allowed me very late to unmute myself. No issue. So I will just share the screen of already sir has taken most part of this COVID insurance, but I will just go through the point which is not been discussed. So good evening, myself, Dr. Lakshmi Kant. I'm coming from the Edelweiss Gallagher General Insurance Booking. So we are the IDA, Edelweiss and IDA partnership is from last 3 years. We are already servicing two group mediclaim policy and one COVID insurance policy of IDA. So normally last year in the same pandemic time, when the first wave have arise, so we have uh, cover almost 3,000 plus lives in IDA COVID policy, and that policy is going to renew, going to come due on 22nd of July. So the people who are covered in that July policy, they will continue to enjoy the cover till the renewal. However, since multiple demand were coming from multiple corner, so we thought ki just to launch one more tranche of this COVID insurance, and Complete Wellness have got a very good offer. So we thought to just bring in front of all IDA member. And this, since this is not a compulsory policy, this is optional policy. If you like the cover and the premium, so you can take for yourself, your family, and you can also recommend or you can take for your staff also and your friend also. So this policy, I will just go through the few USP point of this policy. Though this policy has tied up with Go Digit General Insurance Company. So Go Digit is a digital company, more known of is, and they will provide cashless and reimbursement both facility in this policy. This is not like other mediclaim policy, wherein the cover we are going to give from 50,000 sum insured to 5 lakh sum insured. So if you whatever cover you are comfortable with, you can go through it. You can take and you can also recommend for your staff. The age limit which we have kept in the policy is for adult it is 18 years to 60 years, and for children it is 90 days to 21 days. This is an individual policy, individual sum insured basis policy. So each person has to pay the individual premium and they can get the individual sum insured cover. So suppose in case you are eligible to take for your spouse, children, and parent also, but everybody will get the individual cover. So suppose you are going to cover all the member in the family are below 60, since the upper age limit is 60, and you want to cover everyone. So in one enrollment page, you can cover for you, yourself, your spouse, and two children. And for parents, separately they have to log in the Complete Wellness website through their mobile number, and they can take for themselves and their spouse. So that is the thing. You can also pass on the same thing for your staff also, but again the staff has to enroll themselves in Complete Wellness through their mobile number. So all the people of adult falling under age group of 18 to 60 can be covered in the policy. Now this policy start after actual, there is a waiting period of 15 days. So suppose you take the policy, we are going to close the enrollment on 30th of May. So today is 28th of May. So we have only 2 days in our hand to cover ourselves or our staff or our dependent. So once the policy, we are targeting to start the policy from 1st of June. So once the policy begin, there will be a 15 days waiting period, and from 16th day you can enjoy the hospitalization cover for COVID, or you can also avail home quarantine as told by Dr. Arun Mishra. You can get the home quarantine cover also. So that is the very uniqueness of this policy, because you must have seen that 50% of the COVID cases now can be managed at home level also. So in this policy, there is a home quarantine cover also. But only thing is the precaution which you have to take, the limit is only 10% of the sum insured. So suppose you avail 2 lakh of sum insured, so the cover will be only 20,000. Now I'm going to tell you what are the cover which we are going to offer in home quarantine level. So all the medical test, the diagnostic test which you are going to do, that will be covered. Nursing facility, if doctor has recommend round the clock nursing care, then that charges will be covered. medicine charges is going to be covered. Whatever medicine the doctor is going to prescribe during those quarantine period is going to be payable. Then any medical procedure done by the doctor or nursing at your home, that is covered. Then consulting charges is also covered. Apart from this, the other thing which are covered in home quarantine is pulse oximeter cost, oxygen cylinder, nebulizer. These are the things which are going to be covered. Apart from this home quarantine, as I told, this is normal mediclaim, like normal mediclaim policy. Suppose any hospitalization happen for COVID, then whatever expenses incurred during hospital, that can be reimbursed, or you can apply for cashless also. So that network hospital list we are going to share once the policy gets punched along with your policy certificate and e-card. And in that network hospital, you can avail for cashless, and by any mean, if you do not avail the cashless or if you get hospitalized in non-network hospital, you can come for reimbursement also. So the policy pay up to the maximum up to the sum insured which you are selecting. Another USP like home quarantine, another USP of this policy is there is no room rent restriction. So suppose you take 50,000 sum insured or 5 lakh sum insured, there is no room rent restriction neither in normal room or nor in ICU. So this for room rent say there will be no deduction. So usually what happens, suppose there is a restriction in the room, so other charges also get proportionally deducted, but this is not the scenario that happen in this policy because there is no room rent restriction. Apart from this, there is an ambulance cover. We are offering 1% of sum insured. Then as told by sir, pre and post, before admission 30 days and after discharge 60 days cover we are going to give. There is no health checkup required in this policy. So even the comorbid patient also can enroll into this policy. And wherever any hospitalization happen, so the whatever comorbid condition for which the treatment happened during the hospital, the Go Digit will just deduct those expenses and pay the COVID related and COVID related complication expenses and pay your claim. So this is the thing. So there, since there is no loading, no health checkup, if you are already suffering from any disease, you are also eligible to take this policy. The only thing which we have to, again, I am repeating, the last day of the window is only 30th of May, although very short notice period we are giving you, but any which way they are looking to the scenario of COVID. So no insurance company offer for the longer duration cover. So they have offered us very short enrollment window. So in that window, we have to cover the entire India. So we are trying to promote this link and policy terms to the most people, and we will request you also, you whatever colleague who have not joined today, you can pass on this COVID related information to them also, so they may also get benefit of this. Now I am coming directly to the premium part. So this is the screen which I would like to show. I will just stop and again re-show the screen so that you can see the premium table. So this is the premium part. So we have 3 plans: silver, gold plain, and gold plus plan. So silver plan sum insured is 50,000, 1 lakh, and 1.5 lakh. And this is the total premium. This premium is including GST. So for 50,000 cover, it is 828. For 1 lakh, it is 983, and for 1.5 lakh, it is 1469. Along with this COVID insurance, we are also going to, in this silver plan, we are also going
We request you to wait for a while. It seems there is some network issues. Thank you. There has been some technical glitch. We request everyone to wait for a while. Dr. Lakshmikant will be online with us in a while. Thank you.
मैं सरिता से बात कर लेता हूँ. हाँ, if at all anyone has got any question, they can ask. Till the time I'll take the charge. Oh, हाँ मैं बोलता हूँ बेटा. Anand, if at all anyone has got any question, we can deal with that till the time Lakshmikant is coming. Hello.
Yes, sir. I mean, I have given access to everyone.
Yes,
If
just
anyone
ask
wants to.
Snehal if you are there. Any questions from the delegates for medical legal issues, or I'll just check a chat box. If there is a question, I'll take from chat box.
Doctor sir,
Meanwhile, yeah.
what I was requesting, can you just on out of court settlement, will you please highlight?
Well, out of court settlement is the only possible things which is done by an insurance policy by Edelweiss people, because every doctor has worried about their reputation. So no doctor wanted to have a case against them. So similarly, even the insurance company are worried about the money part which they need to pay. Now in accidental cases, insurance company goes out of the way because they know that accidental insurance need to be paid. So they negotiate with the claimant and pay less amount but settle the matter. Where insurance pays, in our medical practice, I have found that instead of out of court settlement question comes, it is a doctor who pays from the pocket. Now the arrangement made by the insurance company, where if the case is indefensible, where the question of reputation and loss to the insurance company is a question, it is referred to the committee formed by the insurance company with the medical legal services as their experts in that, and the committee will go to the case, and if they feel that this case is needed to be settled outside the court, then the insurance company will speak to the claimant and discuss with them and settle the matter, and the amount will be paid by insurance company, where my doctor will be safeguarded. But it is only in indefensible cases by following the process which has been defined under the law of insurance. Any other question if got anyone?
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, Lakshmi. Yeah, you're back.
Technical
So you take over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take over.
No,
then I'll take your questions.
only that. That last part was pending. I will just show the premium of Gold Plus plan. So this is about Gold Plus plan, which comprise of 4 lakh and 5 lakh sum insured, and the premium is per head per person is 36064410, and in that we are going to offer 2 consultation for the entire year. So, and this is a again saying individual premium and individual sum insured. And regarding the exclusion, I don't have to cover much because it's a simple policy, it's a single illness policy. So suppose there is a COVID scenario, and that too after 15 days of the start of the policy, you are going to get the benefit. If you doctor advise at home quarantine, then the home quarantine benefit you will get, and if you have doctor advice to hospitalize, then hospitalization benefit you will get in form of cashless and reimbursement. This is all about COVID policy. Now up to Dr. Arun Mishra, and if there is any query and effective in regards to COVID insurance, I am happy to answer the audience. Thank you. Thank you from my side. I will just stop the screen, and now it up to the doctors for any query or any.
Well, few questions are there in the chat box. Let me deal with the questions. There was a question about medical record keeping asked by one doctor. I'll take his question. Dr. Teja, yeah. It has been how much time do we have to keep the records? As per the law, as per the guidelines, 3 years we need to keep all the record. But due to condolence of delay commonly found in court of law, it is advisable for everyone to keep a record at least for 5 years with you. And while disposing the record, there is a procedure given. You can contact us. We will give you the format. You need to give advertisement in 2 newspapers. We will provide you the format and then invite if at all anyone wanted to have anything, and then you can dispose of the paper. Another question I have. Can we have your cell number? Yes, Dr. Sanika, to all the members, I have already given my number, but if you want, I'll tell Anand to put my number, or I'll put in chat box. But you can write down, it is 9323446163. I'll put in chat box also. If you want, you can copy it. That is my WhatsApp number also, and that is why my helpline number also. So that is put in chat box. You can take that number. Yes, should we start making written consent for every surgical case we do? If you're not started, this is the right time you should start. You have not done, means you have done a gross mistake. For any past case, you need to repent for that. Friend, it is mandate for you to maintain a written consent for every procedure aspect. So don't do such a gross mistake, because that is the only defense with you which can help you a lot for saving yourself. If pre-printed consent form are not acceptable, then sir, can you give a brief guidance to obtain? See, friend, the best consent is to be taken in handwritten. If it is a handwritten, nothing like that. But suppose you are short of a time, then you can have a pre-printed annexure form, suppose for root canal treatment or for implant or for any purposes, have a pre-printed annexure form with the complete information, but take a single page saying that on annexure A, about the procedure, about the side effect, about the contraindication, about everything has been explained to me in my language. In their language you should write, and we give consent for the same, for proceeding with treatment. So something like that which you need to take in writing, which is going to save you a lot. And what about group of IDA member doing indemnity insurance together? Friend, IDA has already done the policies in a very peanut amount. So both the policies are available for IDA members, and this cost you're not going to get anywhere. You can try and attempt with your agent also. You can try and attempt with Policy Bazaar also, and do wherever. The PI policy with the coverage which IDA is offering you is beyond imagination. So that is available for you with the coverage. What they will nowhere you will find. Secondly, the COVID policy, which has been designed for IDA people, are gold card or a platinum card or gold plus card or silver card, is not going to be offered by any insurance company. So friend, both the policies are in a peanut amount offered to you by IDA association, and please go with that. It is going to be a great benefit to you. Is there limit for the hospital room rent for hospital and doctor charges? I am not sure about this COVID policy. Dr. Lakshmi or
No,
are the best people to answer that.
Yes, the answer
question is that is room rent or hospital doctor charges, is there any limitation in COVID policy?
No, sir. There is no room rent restriction. So neither in normal room nor in ICU. Suppose you avail 50,000 sum insured or you avail 5 lakhs sum insured, there is no room rent restriction, number one. Number two, there is also no restriction over doctor fees. Only in home quarantine, the restriction is maximum 10% of sum insured we are going to pay. Suppose you take 2 lakhs sum insured, then maximum in home quarantine 20,000 you will get. But for hospitalization, scenario, there is no restriction, neither in room nor in for doctor also.
Good. Another question, that how
Thank you.
many years do we need to keep a written statement? See, written statement is a part and parcel of medical record. So when is a medical record, it is 3 years. As I said, it is preferable that if you keep for 5 years, because even 3 years later the question comes and you need to answer to that. Will it also cover post-COVID complication like MI or mucormycosis? Yes, Lakshmikant sir. Post-COVID benefit is covered under COVID policy or not?
In the COVID policy, COVID-19, if you get diagnosed with COVID-19, so all the
Complication,
expenses pertaining to
post-complication.
COVID trend and complication. I'm coming to that.
That is a black fungus,
Expenses,
another. They say black fungus.
Yes. COVID related complication is also covered in our policy. No issue.
Great. So, Carl, everything is covered under the COVID policy, which is again the COVID or post-COVID complication if you got RT-PCR or antigen report positive. Any other question?
Yes.
Snehal, just see that a delegates have got any questions.
Okay, good
And Dr.
evening,
Snehal,
everyone.
you can just
please
put the link. You can just put the link at the chat board of Professor.
I've already
and,
posted the
COVID
link for the
insurance.
COVID policy as well as the indemnity
Thank you.
policy as
Thank
well.
you.
Yeah. So good evening, everyone. Thank you to all the speakers for such a beautiful elaboration of all the products. And also all the members, we will keep the Q&A session on for another 5 minutes. In case if anyone has any doubts, you can mention them here in the chat box, followed by which we can end with the session. Also, I have mentioned my email ID. If you have any further questions, you can write to me on my email ID. We are always there to assist you. Please put up your questions if there are any, requesting all the members.
Sir, there are two types of professional indemnity policies. One is with a limited call support and one is with comprehensive medical legal support.
Right.
Can you differentiate between the two, please?
Yeah, I'll tell you, because I have already explained that many of the people who are constrained about the price or they are constrained about the money, they can opt for phone consultation policy, because phone consultation policy means it is going to be covering an indemnity part and also anytime phone support. Like any issue has happened, suppose a patient has got some litigation, or suppose patient came to you and asked you the dental x-ray which you have taken in your clinic, or patient comes and argue with you that you are not a radiographer, how come you are reported, or give me the report. Many of the unanswered question where you feel that the answer need to be given, you can immediately contact your service provider. That is included under your policy. When I talk about comprehensive policy covers every other aspect, like sending a notices, replying a notices, sending a recovery notices, or sending a notices to your instrument supplier or supplier otherwise, pre-hand notice serving, defamation notices, and various other aspects will be covered under comprehensive medical legal services. Because we have seen that one notices cost 5,000 rupees if my doctor goes to educate, and only because of that my doctor don't go for the remedies because they are unaware about the legal fees of the doctor. So that's the reason IDA has seen that such issues are going to come. To avoid all this, they have made a medical legal service policy. So here, even for 10 notices, you will not be charged. So even if you pay 5,000 rupees of coverage of that, you will be benefited with that. So comprehensive is different and normal phone consulting is different. Indemnity policy is going to be same, only service get differs.
Excellent, sir. Excellent explanation.
Yeah, Gaurav. Yeah. Any other question?
Second question pertains to one of the similar questions asked by another participant. We have to maintain written consent forms from now on. Pre-printed are not allowed or not considered under court.
Yeah, I have already shared that pre-printed till the time Supreme Court comes out with some judgment. As on today, you need to take in handwritten. And about the written consent, as I said, it is a part and parcel of medical record. It need to be kept for at least 5 years, 3 years as per the law, but advisable to keep for 5 years because that become very important document to protect and defend you.
Thank you, sir.
We have a question from Dr. Karl if the talk will be posted on YouTube or not.
Pardon, Snail, can you repeat?
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Snail.
Yeah, we have a question from Dr. Karl if the talk will be posted on YouTube or not.
Document.
No, whatever conversation we've had today. I guess Dr.
Acha,
Karl
about
meant,
this
yeah.
lecture.
Yeah,
About this
lecture.
lecture.
Yes.
It will be available on global site. I'll just speak to Anand because every talk session of mine goes on YouTube or on a global website, that is GIVES website, GIVES, that is Global Institute of Value Education Society, where we impart value education to every doctors, every member. Our intention is very clear that my doctor should be educated in every fraternity, every topic. So Global Institute of Value Education Society website gives.co.in has got all the lectures of mine. I'll just speak to Anand and I'll see that where it can be posted, and we'll intimate to you so that you can intimate to all the members.
Yes, or else I'll get it uploaded on your channel on YouTube. And
Okay,
shall,
so it will be
share
available
the-
on my channel also and be on GIVES channel also.
Yes, thank you.
So both the places they can see the videos of mine. And if at all any queries, question you got, Sneha Pujari number is already been posted on the chat box. You can immediately contact her. She is there to assist you for PI policy. She is there to assist you for any support you need for COVID policy. She will direct to Dr. Lakshmi and their team. And she is there to assist you for the opting for the policy also if Snail is not available. So she is there for all the purposes to help you for even YouTube channel and other things.
Okay, I've posted both the links for the COVID policy as well as the professional indemnity in the chat box. In case if the doctors are still confused as to whom to contact, you can just simply write a mail to me on dr.snehal@ida.org.in. You can just write an email to me here and I can just pass on your concern to the respective person in case if you're confused as to whom to contact and not. Okay,
Thank you,
Dr. Shreya
Snehal.
has a question. What is Sir's YouTube channel name?
So, Anand, what is the YouTube channel where you're posting?
So it's Global Institute of Value Education Society, or it's, as you mentioned, it can be, they can visit our channel or maybe our website to go through the video, or else you may also download our application through Play Store. All our lectures have been uploaded on the application as well. The name of the
Application is
application is
available. Even the website is available. And even if you put this particular video is going to be there. Global Institute of Value Education Society, their website, I'll just put on chat box. So you can copy it. An application also with the name of GIVES. Anand?
So in the name of Gives Learn.
GIVES Learn. Details are given in chat box. And my name also you put, you will find lots of other topics, lectures.
Are there any more questions that the members would like to ask so that we can conclude with the session?
It seems none, Snail. So thanks all the delegates for patience leading to me. Thanks to Snail, Dr. Lakshmi Kant and team of GIVES and DRMLS and Dr. Uday sir, and to all IDA team members for giving such opportunity. And now over to you, Snail. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Before we end, I would just request all the members to come forward and make maximum use of all these opportunities that IDA provides to you at a very reasonable rate, because in the COVID crisis, it's very important to keep yourself safe first before you look after the safety of someone else. So please make sure that you make maximum benefit out of it. I'll put up my email ID. Any assistance required, you can write an email to me, and look it forward to a best cooperation from everyone. With that, we conclude this.
Thank you, Dr. Snehal.
Thank you, everyone, and we end this session here. Thank you.